Success begins with courage. Let these quotes lead you to your next breakthrough. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Mark Twain. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. E. E. Cummings. The secret to happiness is freedom, and the secret to freedom is courage. Thucydides. Courage is the most important of all the virtues, because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently. Maya Angelou. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. Muhammad Ali. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. Sir Winston Churchill. It's not the strength of the body that counts, but the strength of the spirit. J.R.R. Tolkien. Courage starts with showing up and letting ourselves be seen. Brené Brown. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Walt Disney. The greatest test of courage on earth is to bear defeat without losing heart. Robert Greene Ingersoll. You cannot swim for new horizons until you have courage to lose sight of the shore. William Faulkner. Do not be afraid. Our fate cannot be taken from us. It is a gift. Dante Alighieri. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. Anais Nin. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. Eleanor Roosevelt. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Steve Jobs. Courage doesn't mean you don't get afraid. Courage means you don't let fear stop you. Bethany Hamilton. We must build dikes of courage to hold back the flood of fear. Martin Luther King Jr. Without courage, wisdom bears no fruit. Baltasar Gracian. Courage is grace under pressure. Ernest Hemingway. Scared is what you're feeling. Brave is what you're doing. Emma Donoghue. Don't let the fear of striking out hold you back. Babe Ruth. Courage is found in unlikely places. J.R.R. Tolkien. Do the thing you fear most, and the death of fear is certain. Mark Twain. What would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything. Vincent van Gogh. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. T.S. Eliot. Courage is doing what you're afraid to do. There can be no courage unless you're scared. Eddie Rickenbacker. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena. Theodore Roosevelt. Face your fears and doubts, and new worlds will open to you. Robert Kiyosaki. Courage is like a muscle. We strengthen it by use. Ruth Gordon. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Have the courage to live your own. Steve Jobs. Leap, and the net will appear. John Burroughs. Boldness be my friend. William Shakespeare. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Nelson Mandela. Have the courage to act instead of react. Oliver Wendell Holmes. A hero is no braver than an ordinary man, but he is brave 5 minutes longer. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Be brave enough to live life creatively. The creative place where no one else has ever been. Alan Alda. Sometimes, the biggest act of courage is a small one, just taking the next step, unknown. Fortune favors the bold. Virgil. True courage is in facing danger when you are afraid. L. Frank Baum. Stand up to your obstacles and do something about them. You will find that they haven't half the strength you think they have. Norman Vincent Peale. To dare is to lose one's footing momentarily. To not dare is to lose oneself. Soren Kierkegaard. The best way out is always through. Robert Frost. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Friedrich Nietzsche. Fear cuts deeper than swords. George R.R. Martin. If you're going through hell, keep going. Winston Churchill. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, "I will try again tomorrow." Mary Ann Radmacher. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Plato. With courage, you will dare to take risks, have the strength to be compassionate, and the wisdom to be humble. Courage is the foundation of integrity. Mark Twain.